your dollar will be worth just as much tomorrow as it is today.
You simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did. We printed digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money.
There's enough cash in the financial system, and there is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
In this video, we're going to talk about why you might need some Bitcoin. And one of the main reasons why people use Bitcoin is to store the value of their money. And a lot of people don't understand that when they leave their money in a bank. Let's say, for example, if you leave $10 in a bank and you leave it there for 20 years, that $10 will be worth about $2 in 20 years.
Bruh.
If you leave that same $10 in Bitcoin in 20 years, that $10 will be worth closer to $2,000. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why that is. And also, don't trust anything that I'm saying. Go verify for yourself. And if you disagree, let me know in the comments below. So in order for you to understand why the value of your dollar is decreasing, I'm going to use an example of two different rocks. On this side right here, you have this golden rock that has a limited supply that you cannot create any more of. And on this side right here, you have a bunch of rocks that you can always create more of, and you can find them anywhere around the world. Which one do you think has more value? Let me know in the comments below. This one right here that has a limited supply, or this one on this side that has an unlimited supply? Now, let's do the same exercise with money. Let's say on this side right here, you have money that has a limited supply, that you know exactly how much of that currency there is. And then on this side right here, you have another form of money that you can always create more of. You can always make more of it. Every single year, the supply of that money increases. Which one of these two right here has more value? Now, let's go back to the rocks. This rock right here has a limited supply. Meanwhile, this rock over here is increasing at 7% per year. Next year, you have this amount of rock. And the year after that, you have this amount of rock. Which one has more value? Now, imagine if the supply of the US dollar was increasing at about 7% per year. Would it make this more valuable?
Wait a minute.
Well, the short answer is less valuable. That, my friend, is what we call inflation. Inflation is not caused by supply chains. It's not caused by climate change, by unemployment rates. It's not caused by greedy businessmen. It's caused by one thing and one thing only, and that is money print. The prices of eggs are going up not because eggs are becoming more valuable, because they're creating too much money and the value of the money is decreasing. You need more dollars to buy the same eggs that you were buying 5 years or 10 years ago. And the value of houses are not going up. Houses are not becoming more valuable, but because they are creating so much money and the money is losing value, you need more dollars to buy the same house that you were buying 5 and 10 years ago. And it's the same thing for your retirement. If you are saving for retirement and somebody is printing the same dollars that you are saving in your bank account, then your dollars will become less valuable. That's why rich people buy assets and they don't save in dollars. And to go back to this picture, if you save $10 in a bank and that $10 loses about 7% per year, after 20 years, your $10 will be worth about $2.3. But if you save that in Bitcoin and Bitcoin gave you an average return of 30% for the next 20 years because Bitcoin is scarce and you cannot make any more of it, that $10 will be worth closer to $1,900. And this is something that you can go look up for yourself. The M2 money supply is basically a broad measurement of a country's money supply. And as you can see, the average increase of our M2 money supply in America has been about 6.7% the past 50 years. And this is why when you look at the money supply on the Federal Reserve website, you see that this graph has been going up.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Thank God we have Bitcoin. Thank you, Satoshi. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, Bitcoin is too expensive. I can't afford it. It's over $100,000. Just like $1 is equals to 100 cents, one Bitcoin is equal to 100 million Satoshis. So that means you can buy fractions of Bitcoin if you want to, which is called sats. Right now, for just $1, you can buy 864 sats. And if the price of Bitcoin goes up, then you will buy less Satoshis. And if the price of Bitcoin goes down, then you get the chance to accumulate more sats. And the beautiful thing about Bitcoin is that we know exactly how much Bitcoin there is at all time. We know what the supply is going to be tomorrow. We know what the supply is going to be 4 years from now. And we know what the supply is going to be in 2140. But unfortunately, with dollars, we have no idea how much dollars they're printing. If you can't afford to buy a full Bitcoin, try to get to 0.1 Bitcoin if you can. I think that would cost you about roughly $10,000 right now. And if you cannot get to 0.1 Bitcoin, get 1 million Satoshis, which is 0.01 Bitcoin, which would cost you about $1,000 right now. And if you cannot get to 0.01 Bitcoin, which is 1 million Satoshis, then you need to get a second job. The value of the dollar has been decreasing for years and will continue to decrease because we will continue to print more and more and more money. Over the past 10 years, Bitcoin has had an average return of over 50% per year. So if you just care about returns, I know it's volatile, but if you hold it in the long run, you will not be disappointed. But once you start learning more about Bitcoin, you realize that Bitcoin is not just some asset that you buy because you want to make more money. You will realize that it is a tool that you can use to gain financial freedom. If you got some value out of this video, share it with somebody that you think might want to hear this. Now, to go back to the title of this video, do you need Bitcoin? Like Satoshi said, it might make sense just to get some in case it catches on.